What's up, YouTube? This is Antoine with Chump Change Production. Hey, today I wanted to talk about what a Ponzi scheme is and how to spot one. So I went to did some research and got Father led me here to the free dictionary because they got legal definitions as well. So when you research and stuff, you hear some words in there, you can come here. I'll leave a link in the description and you can research what those words mean in the projects that you're looking forward to and investing in. So this is an idiom of Ponzi scheme, which is an investment operation in which money from new participants rather than profit is used to pay existing participants. When there is not enough incoming money to make payments, the scheme falls. Named for Charles Ponzi, who tried to carry out such schemes. All right, so that sounds like a Ponzi scheme to me. Get out now before you lose all your money you've invested. In 2008, U.S. investor Bernie Madoff was revealed to have been running a decade-long Ponzi scheme that defrauded people of billions of dollars. Okay, so look up this stuff. Then you can look at the legal definition. Um, a fraudulent investment plan in which the investment of later investors are used to pay earlier investors, given the appearance that the investment of the initial participants drastically increased in value in a short amount of time. You see that everything is quick. You know what I'm saying? It's not like Apple that sells products and that's how they get their profits to pay their investors. You know what I'm saying? It's just based off wordplay. It's based off an illusion. I mean, just people just talking about speaking from the pleasures of your heart, your inner desires. That's what they say. They speak from that level because it entices you or incites you to cough up your hard earned money and invest in that project because you believe you're going to reach the world. You know what I'm saying? You're going to reach all the stars because all your dreams are about to come true because some con man said he's going to promise you this and this and this and got it done right. You know what I'm saying? Look, it done got so bad. My wife and I bought our home last year, and I before we signed the contract, I looked into the amortization and all the legal forms of the contract of our property and our house, and I was making sure that the payments all were the same for the next 30 years, right? So I had no intention in paying on it for 30 years, but I wanted to make sure that it was locked at that rate and that those payments that we initially gonna pay next month, which was September of of last year, 2021. We bought it in August, at the end of July. Got into it early August, like the first or second or something, or the third of August, maybe the first. I don't remember. And then the next month we had to pay the mortgage, which was 891 and some change, 891 a month. So um, the point is, I went to pay my mortgage last month at the end of the month, and I saw that the bank was requesting $1,122 for next month, for this month. So I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, what's this extra money for? I'm not letting on my payment. I don't owe no money. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what's this money about? What's this extra fund? So I'm like, I'm not paying that. So I was telling my wife the other day about it, and I'm always joking around with my wife and everybody else that knows me and stuff. So from time to time. But anyway, so I'm always joking around my wife. So I tell her, and she's like, "No, it's not." And I'm like, "Yes, it is, sweetie. I promise." She's like, "Quit joking." I'm like, "I promise. Just go look." So she was like, I didn't tell her to go look. I was just like, "I promise." So she was like, "Let me go check it out." So she went in there and she saw I wasn't joking around because it was right there in the website in our account. So she she's like, "Let me call you right back because I'm gonna call him and see what's going on." So she calls them, and I'm waiting around for like 10, 15 minutes. Then she calls me back, and she's like, "Okay, the mortgage is still the same. It's still 891. It went up because the property taxes and insurance went up. Now my house went up by almost $60,000 in this since we purchased it. Okay, so it's gone up a lot. I didn't expect them to charge us more for the property per month just because the property value went up. So my point is, you can deal with the traditional system or these Ponzi schemes. Either way it go, it's still not going to turn out the way you think it's going to be. What's in the contract? You know what I'm saying? It's not there. Just they come up. My point is what the sovereign and Almighty Lord Yahweh showed me is that you can't trust anything. You know what I'm saying? You can't trust anything. You can't trust what they say, and that's what I'm trying to get through to you guys with the Ponzi scheme by telling you this little personal story about myself. Point is, um, you can't trust the mouth. You can't trust what they're talking about. You got to get your information from reliable sources. That's why I'm showing you this site right here. So you can hold on, any one of these right here links for different variations of the words you're looking up, and it'll give you all those meanings. You know what I'm saying? So this is a good source for investing because like in the stock market, a lot of those companies use a lot of language that's not easy to understand. You have to go research what they're talking about to understand what they're saying, like with the forms and stuff that you got to have when you're trying to get on the OTC market. There's all kind of SEC regulations for companies that they have to meet before they become publicly traded, even on the OTC, the over the the trips is what I'm talking about. 0.0001 into under a penny. Those stocks that are traded at a penny or $1 or $2, they still consider $3 and $4 stocks, not penny stocks, because they're real low. I guess in the grand scheme of things. Point is, there's rules, and that's why I've been talking about in the last couple of videos. We need more transparency, and we need another way. We need some of what is in a traditional system put in place for crypto, so that it levels out the the playing field. You know what I'm saying? Now I haven't mentioned too much here. I do a lot of stuff on the side that I mess around with. I was investing in Margex earlier this year, and I was father, he handed them over to me. I was beating the hell out of them, you know what I'm saying, with chump change. You know what I mean? I took, you know what I'm saying, $10 and made almost $200 in a day doing it. I didn't realize that if I would have put $100 in, because I was getting like 200 over 100% in gains. You know what I'm saying? And when I was trading, so it would be like I went from investing $1 to $5, $10. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that off my gains. As I kept winning, I kept increasing the amount I was wagering, and I kept getting them for over 100%. So then, once I got over $170, I took and was like, I'm about to withdraw this money, and I'm gonna leave $10 in here again and start all over again. So I took the BTC and sent it to my wallet, and I left $10 there, and I started all over again. I did okay, but I lost some money. So I was like, nah, that's not gonna work. I saw him as baiting me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I see with these guys. They let you win for a little bit, and then they take it all from you. So I get the hell out. So I watched them for the next, 4 months. And then my guy, Oracle, if you guys don't check out Oracle, because he gives a lot of good information like what I do, but we're on different levels, you know what I'm saying? He's got more subs than me, and he does his thing, and I do my thing differently. But anyway, I was checking him out. I follow him, and I was checking him out earlier. He was talking about Marjax, and the sub was like showing what they doing, because whenever you start a trade with them, you negative 30, almost, you always in a negative like 10, 15, 20% every start of trade. And it doesn't matter which direction you go in, you always negative. How the hell can you start off negative every time you enter a trade, no matter which direction you go? So they just selling money from the little guy, from us, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. You gotta, if you're gonna mess with these hype sites and That's what this stuff is. These Ponzi schemes are nothing but hype sites. If you're gonna mess with this stuff, get in, put a little bit in. If you get 10 times what you invested, if you put, what I'm saying, $10 in and you get $100, that's it. Get the hell out. Take your money and leave. Just counter the win and don't wager nothing else. If you can't resist it and you want to see if you can still win, leave like $10 in there and see what happens. You know what I'm saying? If you start losing it all, then you know that you did the right thing by withdrawing that money out your initial investment. But the problem is guys get to beat them up. There's guys that put 10,000, 100,000 in, they get a million, and then they're like, I'm gonna go for 1.1 million. So or 1.2 million, whatever. So they set that as their next height. And that money, after they do all that, the swing, those messing with those directions of BTC short and long and BTC or whatever the coin is, the token, they might be down after 10 trades or one trade, they might be down to 800,000. They had a million. You know what I'm saying? You get the hell out. So the same thing with the small guys like us. You might have 1,000 or 2,000 or 10,000 in, or $100. You know what I'm saying? You keep trading, getting one trade, you lose $20 on that trade. Get the hell out of there. Leave that $80. Don't try to keep going. Don't try to go. Don't forget that rush that's in you. I can beat them. I can beat them. I already beat them. They give you the confidence to feel like that you can beat them. But it's the house. You're not gonna beat the house. They got your money. You know what I'm saying? Right now, they open, but it's not guaranteed they're gonna be open next week. That's the point I want everybody to understand that finds this video. It doesn't mean they're gonna stay open for the next week. That's how short of a lifespan this stuff got. Now get in and get the hell out. They might last 6 months, they might last a year. Get in and get the hell out. Don't trust it. You know what I'm saying? It's an illusion. That's all it is. It's an illusion. You can't trust anything out here. Nothing. I was just going to buy me a new car and stuff, this weekend. Filled out the application, got approved, and I told the guy, I said, "Look, man, he wanted me to just come in." I was like, I'm not. I'm 30 minutes away from you. I don't want to drive out there, and the deal doesn't make sense to me. So I want you to answer my questions. That's how I told her to do. So I'm like, look. Do you have an online application? So he sent me the link for the online application. I was like, thanks. I filled out the application. Then I texted him back and let him know that I filled out the application. Thanks. And then he got back to me and was like talking about how much that I had down. I told him what I was willing to put, what I had going on. And he was like, whatever I can't remember what he said, but anyway, long story short is I told him after he said whatever he said. No, he asked that. He just asked me about how much did I had down. He didn't answer when I told him what was going on. So, um, I told him, I said, look, man, if the car payment is not $150 a month or less, we ain't doing business. So he replied really quick and said, yeah, probably not. I was like, all right, thanks, because the dude came right out. I had to beat the truth out the guy. They don't want to tell you the truth. You got to ask them questions that you have discovered from other scams. You got to ask questions like that that's related to that. You know what I'm saying? With this new project, you got to talk to them from your experience with getting scammed with other projects and watch how they respond to it. That's how you know whether or not you need to go with it or not based on their response. So the next big deal is, went from Marjax down to this big cat and 5-bit. You know what I'm saying? These projects were due to shorten and long in BTC, Ethereum, ADA, Solana. I mean, it's fun, shorting the market and long in BTC going up, because all it is the market makers taking money, taking liquidity from unsuspecting investors. I don't know if you guys know that a week and a half ago, a guy got liquidated for 30,000 BTC. He had 30,000 Bitcoin. and he was long in Bitcoin, and they short, and Bitcoin started dipping big time, and the market maker liquidated all his asset. So I punched the numbers. This is when Bitcoin was a little over 19,000. Um, I punched the numbers in. I checked it out, and anyway, it was over 500 million is what he lost. If we do that today, Bitcoin is at $20,284. Let's see what it's worth now. Excuse me. It's worth $608 million. It's what I'm talking about. I think this was an institutional guy, institutional investor that had a lot of investors' money, and he thought he was about to make who knows what. But I'm pretty sure at one point in time he may have been up 10%, and 10% of 608 million is $60 million. So he had at least 2,800, 2,900 additional BTC. That put him at 33,000 BTC, but he wanted more. That's how it goes when you messing with it, when you trying to predict the direction of BTC or whatever altcoin you trading. You you got the flexibility. You always, at some point in time, if you stay in that trade long enough, you're gonna eventually go up by at least 10% or 5% or 3%. Guaranteed every trade. At least that's how it's worked out for me anyway. Excuse me. So thinking, you know what I'm saying? I just know how when you when you bet on direction of Bitcoin, how it works. If you stay at a trade long enough, even if you down by 50%, the direction can change in a split second, and it'll start pumping. And if you went along and you down 50%, it'll start pumping, and it might pump you to 2%, but you want more. You got the hell out of 50% being down. Take that 2%, get out the trade. You won. That's all we do. You know what I'm saying? That's why we don't lose that much. Because we're not shooting for the stars. We don't have unrealistic expectations. You know what I'm saying? We grounded in the truth of the sovereign and the Almighty Lord Yahweh. When He hands them over to you, take what He's giving you. That's what He got for you. Take that and be happy. You know what I'm saying? The problem with people today, I tell people, I talk about this little pump truck change I'm making with my little mining equipment. It seems funny, but it ain't funny. It's not pathetic. It's just that BTC I'm generating every day is going to be worth a lot in 20 years. That's what you don't understand. You don't see that. You're just looking at today. I'm making dollars. You know what I'm saying? When I show the videos of what my PCs or my miners and PCs are doing and stuff. So whatever. So that's what I'm saying. You have to risk what you can afford to lose. If it's $10, that's all you can afford to lose, man. If you make $20, $15, $30 in addition to your $10, take that and be happy with it, man. Invest it in something else. Don't take the whole $25 or the whole $20, and you know what I'm saying? Invest, keep the $10 that you got to the side and use the profit you got and put it in a ticker, and when you see it double, you got $15 and then it go up one Satoshi, it's now worth $30. Sell. If you want to wait till it get to three Satashis, $45, then you got $60 or $45, $65, $60 total from where you started at with your profits because it went up three Satashis. Then sell it right there. And that's you got them. That's how you trade, man. You take gains, you take the gains you got, and you diversify your investing strategy. your plays, man. You put money somewhere else. That's how the big boys do, man. You do that with the amount of money that the sovereign and Almighty Lord Yahweh is giving you, because that's all you have. It's like all I got is all I got. You're not gonna make. It takes years to get established in life. It doesn't happen overnight. I mean, these guys you're hearing about that are multi-billionaires and trillionaires and crypto and millionaires, it didn't happen overnight. It started 5 years ago, 2 years ago, 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? They kept accumulating and stuck to it. They got in good, strong projects, and when it was their turn, when the sovereign and almighty profits, because they were patient. They did the right investment through all those years. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get there overnight. There's no quick way to the rainbow of gold. There's no quick way to the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. You know what I'm saying? There's no quick road to that. It takes work. And most importantly, it happens by chance. And what chance means, that word chance, looking up, that doesn't give a clear definition. It took me when the sovereign and almighty Lord Yahweh told me that in 2006, I was 26, and I couldn't find what the word chance meant that made sense. He just told me last month, he revealed it to me what chance means. Chance is like a surprise birthday party. You know what I'm saying? You was unaware that your friends, your families, all that was planning to do something for your birthday. Or it could be like you go to work and you get a promotion. You didn't plan for it, you wasn't working for it. Or you got a raise. You know what I'm saying? It's chance. It happened by chance. It's unexpected. Not planned for. Unscripted. That's what I'm saying. Unscripted events. That's what chance is. It happens by chance. It's not by some mental strategy or some luck of genius. It's not luck. It's just, I mean, it's ultimately it comes down to luck. If you want to look at it like that, it just it's unforeseen events occurring, just like a car accident. You know what I'm saying? They happen by chance. Any or it can be negative, like from positive. You know what I'm saying? It's a Father's word is a double-edged sword. What he does is double-edged. You know what I'm saying? You go through a season where things are just great, everything's going your way. Then you go through seasons where it's just hardship. You know what I'm saying? Those are the times you gotta seek fast and seek Yahweh and seek his word. You know what I'm saying? Seek his counsel and obtain counsel from those that are wiser than you. You know what I'm saying? A wise man attains unto wise counsel. That's in Proverbs. You know what I'm saying? Get in the word of the sovereign and almighty Lord Yahweh and stop just chasing money. You know what I'm saying? This money nonsense is not what time it is, bro. The word of the sovereign and the almighty Lord Yahweh said, he uttered, man does not live by bread alone, food or money or clothing or whatever you material possession you wrapped up in, but by the word of God. Man does not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds from the mouth of God. You know what I'm saying? Let that sink in. That's all I got for you guys. Peace.